Hey everybody, Tony D and Little Joan here with a screenwriter's rant on Immanence. It's billed as an alien sci-fi horror movie, and these are really tough to write. Let's talk about it. Smash like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. Please check out my books. Links in the description. Comedy Horror in South Jersey. If you like horror, it's the Pineys. Books 1 through 7. Links in, at Amazon. Kindle Unlimited is free. Joan, you all right, babe? Joan's had a rough day. We went to the vet. Anyhow, a tough mix. When you mix in genres, it's really tough. Immanence is a little bit like, what the hell's the movie where the spaceship, Event Horizon, you know, with the horror movie, but it's in space, but like the spaceship goes to hell. This is kind of like that. It starts out on Earth with a bunch of, essentially they're UFO hunters, but they call themselves alien hunters, kind of, but they come up with a cool term. And then this guy is the one guy who's like, I don't know why he's there. He doesn't sound like a scientist. He sounds like the regular guy who believes in regular things, who goes along, and he's the one who, you know, points out to the nerds, yeah, this is something beyond your science, nerds. This is something evil. And I guess they're in the Bermuda Triangle where they track it, and it all mostly takes place on a boat, which, you know, that's like a thing, right? You do a horror movie, if you want to keep it low budget, you keep it on a boat, you keep it in a house, you keep it, although a boat's a little more expensive, right? The boat's a little tougher. And basically, he comes to the conclusion that they're in the Bermuda Triangle, so this is the realm of the devil. And, you know, you're not here to see aliens. What you've been is lured in by the devil. And of course, you know, they're scientists, they don't believe it, but then strange things start happening. What do you do? What do you believe? Do you believe in science, or do you believe in God? So it's an interesting mix. Tough to pull off. I mean, Event Horizon, I don't know if you've ever seen it. It's an old movie. It's kind of worth seeing because it's interesting that way, that they do mix these two elements, but it's so ridiculous on some level because the ship design is so evil looking. Just walk into the ship like, who would design a ship like this? It looks so mean and horrible. Like, why wouldn't you design it to be comfortable and nice for the crew? Oh, no. The ship at Event Horizon is just evil. Let's see who wrote this thing. Directed by Kerry Bellessa. Written by Kerry Bellessa and Joshua Orham. Don't recognize any of the cast, although one of the cast members' name is Aseneth Del Toro. Could that be a relation of Benicio Del Toro, the director? I can't say his first name all of a sudden. Yeah, I don't recognize. Oh, Summer Bellessa. Kerry Bellessa directed it. Summer Bellessa co-produced it with her. I'm going to guess they're sisters, maybe. And Summer is one of the cast members, one of the main cast members. So interesting. Okay. Keeping it in the family. I like that. We don't have a date for release. Radio astronomers discover a mysterious signal in the deep sea that could be contact with extraterrestrials. After several terrifying manifestations threaten their beliefs, the team must fight to survive the ultimate evil. Yeah. I mean, that's cool. It's a cool concept. Can you do it on low budget? I don't know. It's tough. I mean, I don't really think you could watch Event Horizon and call it a successful movie. I think it's kind of a, you know, cult classic because it's so weird and unusual. Lawrence Fishburne is in it, right? Yeah, it's Lawrence Fishburne and what's his face? Sam Neill. Right? I think that's who's in it. And there's also a black guy who's in it who somehow miraculously survives because, I don't know, he kind of believes in himself. does. He's the funniest character in the movie. But there's sort of this horror streak to it, and that's what this kind of has, but on a low budget. And yeah, they pull up a bunch of sea creatures, and they're all been boiled alive. So I don't know. I'd watch it. I don't know if I'd go to the theaters to watch it. You know, it definitely has a B movie feel. I mean, this is a scene where she looks like she's about to hang herself. She's wrapping the rope around her neck, like, oh, I'm out of here. It's a weird name. I don't like Immanence. It's a little too, I don't know. It's not horror movie enough for me. I would like something like, you know, The Devil in the Sea, something to give me a sense of what the heck I'm watching. Immanence, I had to look up in the dictionary. I mean, it means from within. So essentially, you know, is this all in their heads? Have they gotten space madness or sea madness on the sea? I don't know. Alien sci-fi horror. Tough to pull off, screenwriters. Tough to pull off. I think really the closest, I think, is Alien, right? Alien's a classic. It's a horror movie. You know, it doesn't go into the supernatural, but the mere design of the alien and the relentlessness of it really just make it a horror movie, and it's science fiction. You know, this is trying to jam in the sci-fi angle, and I think that's where the difficulty lies. You know, how is it that extraterrestrials are connected to the Christian faith? It's like, how do you explain that and make it make sense? I think there are ways, this historical stuff. I mean, it's not like, you know, falling stars haven't been seen throughout history, so you probably could connect it back to an ancient time and kind of do it that way. But I don't know if this movie accomplishes that, but I do admire, you know, the ambition of a filmmaker to try something like this, because there are not a lot of movies like this. I mean, you got Alien, which really doesn't do the supernatural portion. You got Event Horizon. Maybe you can count the other Alien movies. Maybe you can kind of count Predator. Not really. You know, there's been a few other Alien type horror movies in the future, but they never quite, you know, they tend to be more sci-fi than horror, you know? So that balance, it's tough, man. It's tough. I would say keep it simple. Keep it as simple as possible, but, you know, it's not a bad angle. I mean, the whole sea thing, it's isolating. You know, can the characters pull it off? Can the cast pull it off? That's the real question. You know? A movie like this, I would like to see like Max von Sydow in it, you know? Someone like that. I think he's gone now. Well, anyway, that's it for me. Tony D and Little Joan. Check us out on Bitchute, Rumble, and Odysee today. We've got a very huge Hollywoke hot take and news blast. Big news that I can't talk about on YouTube. I'll be talking about tomorrow in the news blast. So check your feeds because it's huge, fans. I will talk to you tomorrow.